My fellow Liberians, despite our diversity, we are a united people, a great and noble people. Through the strength of our unity and the resilience of our determination, we have begun to rebuild a ravished country and have survived 2 deadly health crises. Our people have stood together as one united people, ready to face the future. Whether you are a fisherman of Grand Cru and Sino, the hunters of Grand Jide and River G, the farmers of Lofa and Bapolu, the Gola and Vai dancers of Bumi and Cape Mount, the hospitable people of Bassa and River Cess, the warriors of Maryland, the miners and explorers of Nimba, the merchants and traders of Bong, the welcoming people of Magibi, or the melting pot of Montserrado. We are one people, Liberians. We have a great challenge and opportunity ahead of us. In unity, we will rebuild this country as a shining example in Africa, demonstrating the power of a determined and united people. Our economy and our national budget will expand and grow like never before. We will improve the lives of our people and put smiles on the faces of our citizens. I promise you that together we can and will do the job. A new day is on the horizon. The time for babysitting is over. God bless you and God bless Liberia.
Bati, Elizana coming, Bati. Zekwe, CPP, Zekwe, Charlie Broski, Zekwe. I want, za. Party house. Stand up, barrel. Well. Who you want? My Liberian people, who you want? Our market women crying, who you want? Our Yana boys are crying, who you want? Zoba. Handkerchief. Take out your white handkerchief. Let's go. Everybody sing go far. Look how can they say that coming where we want. But me can't they coming where we want. Very like they coming where we want. Nima can't they coming where we want. Bassa can't they that coming where we want. Get my can't they that coming where we want. Papa we there I say that coming where we want. Regular I can't say that coming where we want. Musa Belete I say who you want. Mama Teresa coming who you want.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Good morning. Let me see if I can hear you. Okay. Good morning to all. Good morning to all. Good morning. Okay. Well, this is the general show. I'm waiting for studio to bring me in. Today is Monday.
All right. Good morning. All right. Good morning. I think this is okay.
Show is all about promoting the CPP, the center bearer of this collaborating political party, and the vice center bearer are both Mr. Cummings and Charlie BRUMSKINE. And so keep listening as we bring you a very fascinating show of the general show this morning on Truth 96.1. Don't go far away, we'll be right back shortly.
Enjoy your party and food. Now why you gonna speak? I think you're gonna speak with everybody. My favorite people, we are one. My boss, we are one. My girl, women, that we are one. Bati, Alexander come Bati. Zekwe, CPP Zekwe, Charlene Broski Zekwe, I want, Bati. We are one. People, we are one. Our market women cry, we are one. Our Ghana boys are crying, we are one.
Okay, folks, we are about to start the program, so keep listening. We will bring the general on very shortly. And so we want to welcome Mr. Kishan. Mr. Kishan, good morning, good afternoon from our end. Welcome on the show.
Good afternoon. Can you hear me there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you loud and clear.
Okay, good afternoon, Sidiki, and good afternoon to our listener. Good morning to those of you on Facebook. And today is Monday, another brand new week. And this is the General Show live on 96.1 True FM. We want to make a disclaimer. Whatever we say there, we stand by it. And as you all know, we're in the election season. and there are a lot of noise going around. You see people coming into your communities and trying to convince you. Those of you on Facebook, please share this, share the video, share the video. We appreciate you. But let us have a good conversation. Listen, I'm not here to convince people who are saying that, oh, I'm a die-hard sedition, I'm a die-hard CPP, I'm a die-hard UP. It's up to you. I am not here to convince you. I am talking to the independent people who have not made up their mind, or they have made up their mind but they do want to speak out. They want us to tell them the real truth of Alex Cummings. And don't forget, on the ballot you will see number 4, which is the CPP. Vote the CPP coming this election. My reason of telling you to vote the CPP is very simple. We want peace in our country. One, we're looking for a government that will unite Liberians. We're looking for a government that will create jobs for our people. We're looking for a government that will protect the people, that every Liberian will have justice whenever you take anyone to court. That is what we're talking about. That is why I am supporting Alex Cummings, Charlene BRUMSKINE. That is why I'm supporting the CPP. That is why I'm asking you. I want you to look at all the candidates. It is your right. Now we're into election season. You are very, very important. You got one vote. Mr. Cummings has one vote. President We have one vote. JMB one vote. You are important. Do not allow anyone to deprive you, or please do not sell your vote, because selling your vote, you are giving out your rights for the next 6 years. So if you do not make the proper decision, understand that whatever you put on the ground, if you go on a farm to plant your to do your garden, if you put pepper, you will receive pepper. We asking you. There are almost about 20 candidates. Some of them you don't know their names. Some of them you know them. Some of them you saw them 1 or 2 times. Some of them you have not seen them for years. But today they are into your district. We are telling you, be very careful and be decisive. Act like a real Liberian this time. This time, let us vote Liberia. We have been having governance problem. We've been having government problem. Let me put it this way. All our president, they only concerned about themselves. None of them can tell us what they will do. We gave them a position. Only one person telling us today what we can do as a nation. Only one person telling us today that every Liberian, whether you Crew, you Grobo, you Pele, you Loma, you Kisi, you Gio, you are a Liberian. Whether you Bassa, whether you Christian, you Muslim, you are a Liberian, and it is your right. Nobody should take it from you. Alex Cummings continue to go around this country. You all know Mr. Cummings. They will come to you and say, oh, nobody know Mr. Cummings. That's not true. You know Mr. Cummings. But the people who scared, who are afraid of Mr. Cummings say, oh, nobody know that man, because they think Mr. Cummings trying to stop the chopping. Yes, Mr. Cummings is going to stop their chopping. So you, the ordinary man like myself, and you will have rights and will have opportunities in Liberia. Mr. Cummings is saying that I have this 5 words: infrastructure, job creation, agriculture, education, health, government of inclusion. He said, listen, we need a better electricity in our country. That's the only way business people will come there, because nobody won't run generator. So if we fixing a light, all the electrician will get jobs, driver will get job, the businessman will start selling wires, and everybody will start to do everything, and people will get job. When we fix the water, we get good drinking water. Up to now, we cannot get water in our country. We got water there, but because they're not putting the money there, that's why we don't have water. When we get good drinking water, we'll not get typhoid, and there will be a lot of other things that we can help. Typhoid, diarrhea, all these things, we can stop them. But my people, it takes a leader to tell us the truth. It takes a real leader to tell us the truth. I'm hearing myself there, guys. It takes a leader. And that is why Mr. Cummings is telling us. He said, my people, we got to create jobs for our people. We got to make sure our people work. We should pay living wage. We should pay our people. We should pay our doctors, our police, our nurses, our cook, our driver, people who are doing the work. We should pay them. We're not paying these people, but they continue to work. We're not paying them. Every day we say, oh, the policemen corrupt, but the policemen making 150. We say, oh, the teacher's not correct, but the teacher making 10,000 labor day. We got in government today, our civil servant. They cut their pay. Some of them making $100. How can $100 pay your rent? Can $100 send your children to school? No. But you got the ministers making up to $10,000 and they are stealing. You got a president who today he has everything to his advantage. The president will tell you, say, oh, I pay WIAC fee. Then I have money over people. Because our mom and father, they're not working. That is why the government decided to pay. And the same WIAC fee, Mr. Cummings alone paid before in 2016. All these things. Today you look around here, Mr. Cummings got more students on scholarship. Mr. Cummings continue to go around to tell us that my people, we can work together. We can change this country. We can change this country. He continued to tell us that we as a people, we can make the difference. And today, President, we are coming into your backyard. After 5 years, 7 months, President, we are coming to you. When the last time you saw President, we are in your neighborhood? When was the last time you saw President we are in your neighborhood to tell you, vote for me? Oh, they're the government. They got plenty of money. They're using our money right now. Our pocket to pay. They're using every penny to vote. When the president going to run a campaign, all the ministers follow. And y'all know that it's wrong. Right now, the government shut down. You got all the ministers, they're using government cars. They're running campaign. They're using neck cars. They're putting all their stuff on the internet and putting a billboard up. I know people are concerned. Oh, you can see Mr. Cummings. Yes, you can see Mr. Cummings. You will see Mr. Cummings. We've been in your neighborhood. We've been in your neighborhood before. We are doing everything. We will take our time. This campaign is very strategic. We will take our time. Please do not feel discouraged. People running to you today. 2 months ago, they never came to you. 3 years ago, they were not to you. But today, they're coming to you. Ask yourself the question in that trap. But when I see the man in my yard, now the man telling me I should vote for him. CPP is the best way forward. CPP is the best way forward. They say when Christmas will be good, you tell from the eve. Mr. Cummings been going around the country. Mr. Cummings been coming to your house. Mr. Cummings go to every places. He tell us, he answer all the questions. My people, please, we shouldn't let money to fool us. Let us stand for Liberia this time around. CDC is no good for us. Now CDC giving you money. If you keep CDC back into power, that one, don't blame nobody. That means you say we all should be in the same hard time and we'll be in the hard time together. You saw all the things they did. Your mom and pa, no job, no school. They tell you say that free education. There is no free education in Liberia. They continue to lie to us, say free education. Free tuition to university is not a free education, my people. You go to Boston, you go to Tottenham, it's not no free education. They say free tuition to University of Liberia. But today, only demonstration we can see in the University of Liberia because there is no classes. Please, not because the man build schools and he say, oh, I will vote for the man. But the school not for the man pay, you pay into the school, that the man personal school. That the man personal school, like Sir Joseph. Why would he want to keep Sir Joseph? So he will be rich every day? The man said making his own money. The man get construction company. They're using the government. They're getting government contract. So the ordinary Liberian will not get government contract because All the big people get job or a company. The Minister of Education got his own school. The Minister of Finance, Samuel Rodekoli, he got his own business. Samuel Tweden got his own business. Jefferson Koji got his own business. But the president can't say nothing. They say they build a park. Then not everybody can go to the park. The park is restricted. But the park is personalized with the president. My people, we're telling you, this thing, nobody hate nobody here. We love Liberia. And I expect you to love Liberia. We expect you to do the best. This time around, we need not to vote for George Weah, President Weah. And also, we need not to bring UP back to power. Because that the same people 12 years ago, the same people told us that they were going to change Liberia in 12 years. They never changed Liberia. We voted for change. So we decided to move them. We moved them. We do nothing bow. We moved them, that's true. But we brought George Weah. They say, oh, President Weah play football. President Weah love Liberia. So we brought President Weah. President Weah too doing the same thing. Because he's not a leader. Then UP said they won't come back to power. We ain't get two parties in the country. The UP can tell us what they're going to do. If they take out President Weah, what they would do. This one that I know what I let President Weah, what I let President Weah. But the real truth here, my people, we cannot take out bad for bad. We got to take out bad for good. So if we take it out President Weah, we can put CPP. You get plenty of good candidates. You can go and choose from them. We want the competition to be between the other people. UP get no fish to fry in the other thing. I know you're getting vexed now. But the truth are the truth. 12 years, we see nothing. Then they say, we'll bring them back to power again. They still can't tell us what they did. All the bogus concession, they still can't admit to nothing. They're not telling us the truth. Now today, you can see Mr. Bwaka in your neighborhood. The only people you see there, you will see Darius Dillon, you will see Yomli Kanga. We're not voting for these people. We're voting for Joseph Bwaka. So Mr. Bwaka must come to you to show that Mr. Bwaka is not fit to be president, because we cannot elect somebody who is not fit. If Mr. Cummings is not fit, we will tell Mr. Cummings to leave. If Mr. Weah is not fit, we will tell him to leave. If Mr. Gongo is not fit, we will tell him, say, listen, you sick, go and sit down. Because this is a whole country business we're talking about. But you can't see Mr. Bwaka in your neighborhood. You can't see Mr. Bwaka on the campaign trail. We're not voting for these people. I'm telling you. We're not voting for Yomli Kanga. Yomli Kanga is senator. We're not voting for Prince Johnson. We want to see the people we're voting for. 2017, Mr. Bwaka never entered Southeast. He never went to Maryland, Grand Gila, River G, Sano, Grand Crew. He never visited this county. He's doing the same thing again. Today, say the campaign started. Oh, y'all say you ain't see no billboard. That's true. You ain't see our billboard. The billboard can pour food on your table. Let me tell you the real truth today. Whether they get you t-shirt, they didn't get you t-shirt. It will not make your stomach full. It will not pay your rent. So don't worry about the t-shirt. When the t-shirt coming, it will come. When the t-shirt ready to come to you, you will get the t-shirt. This campaign go nowhere yet. Let me tell you the real truth. This guys when they say the race is not to the swift, but the one who endures to the end. The man who laugh last, laugh the best. So don't let the whole thing here worry you. Oh, I can see Mr. Cummings billboard. I can see Mr. Cummings t-shirt. Oh, I go to ANC office, no t-shirt. Stop crying for t-shirt. T-shirt will not pour food on your table. Billboard in the air will not put food on your table. We're talking about real issue. All the things that will run in competition to spend for billboard. When our billboard ready, it will come. You will see it. When the t-shirt ready, it will come in our country. Just when it's raining. So please, I beg you, do what you're supposed to do. Those of you who already decided that I will support CPP, you're not supporting CPP because you won't see my face. You're supporting CPP because you love your country, Liberia, and you want to see better. So I beg you. People calling, oh, we ain't get no t-shirt. Oh, we ain't get this. Let me tell you, we all coming to Liberia. I will be in Liberia. We will campaign. You will see me walking around. Maybe I will take out my own t-shirt that I face for myself. I will give it to you. Oh, I ain't get capped. The CDC people get capped. Don't let that t-shirt carry you again. Oh. They will give you all the red, white, and blue t-shirt. I know some of y'all get 15 t-shirt right now. But I beg you, my people, don't let t-shirt fool you this time. Don't be running around and say, oh, I see no car with Mr. Cummings' picture on it. I understand the CPP members. I know some of y'all worried. But please, there is nothing for you to worry about. This campaign is moving. It's strategic. We've been coming to you. We've been going in the neighborhood. The other day I saw Sidiki yesterday on the other side. We're meeting the people because we are serious. We're not here to come fool you with money. When the money ready to come, you will see it. We got 2 months campaigning. When they post start the track and field, they get some people that can be running fast. They will run. They will get tired. Don't worry about that. Some of them will get tired in the middle. By the time they reach there, they will get tired. That who the one will pick it up. So don't let them fool you. Yeah, everything is on course. There is nothing wrong. Some of them running around and say, "Oh, did I steal Mr. Cummings' money?" Because they're so corrupt. Everything is stealing. Everything is okay. Everything is fine. We are campaigning the best way we're supposed to campaign. We are campaigning to tell our people the truth. We're not here to fool you. We're not coming in your neighborhood with $5. When the t-shirt come, we'll give you a t-shirt. I beg you, my people, t-shirt can put food on your table. No billboard can put food on your table, or you will not even find job for you. We're talking about the real issue. You see, President, we are there everywhere to go to put money because I didn't want to get the government. We can't fight the government, my people. President, we are begging you. Oh, please vote for me. Give me another mandate. Listen, he know that I will not do it. Then we get UP that going around. We can't see the stand-up bearer. We only see the members telling you, say, vote for UP the other day on radio. My own, anything I tell you that what Mr. Cummings said. Mr. Cummings said, we will increase our salary. That's what I'm telling you. And I believe it. The other people, they don't want talking about Mr. Boaka never said it. When the last time you heard Mr. Boaka talking about corruption, that he will fight corruption, he will jail you when you see. You never heard it. But you now hear Mr. Cummings telling you, say, I will jail you, we will seize your property. When the last time you hear Mr. Boaka or Mr. We are telling you about living wage, that our people must get paid at least to feed their family and send a children to school. Une Mr. Cummings, you never hear Mr. Boaka saying it, you never hear Mr. We are saying it. What about education? You never hear Mr. Boaka telling you how he will fix education system. You never hear Mr. President telling you, all he will say, I pay my fee. But we're saying that, Mr. Cummings say, we should train the teachers. And my people, when you train the teachers, you can also teach your children in the street. You need no building. If you get good teachers, you can open small class in the backyard so the children will learn. So we must train the teachers first, from kindergarten to college. When you train the teachers, then the teacher will train the children. You not hear any one of them saying that? No. Mr. Cummings said, we must get good health care. Our hospitals. He said, we should put clinics in all the small places. You need to run from Looking Town to go all the way to JFK. You will just go to that clinic first. Unless it's important, where you need surgery, then they will put you in the ambulance and carry you. That means all the small districts must get ambulance. So that $30,000 that we're supposed to give to the representative, we will keep everything, and then the government will buy ambulance and put it in all the districts. You not hear Mr. We are telling you that one? No. You not hear Mr. Boaka telling you? No. Then Mr. Cummings said, no matter what happened, we should put plenty of money in agriculture. If we plant rice, we must feed ourselves. If that cassava. Then he said we will put money in fisheries. It's the biggest thing today. Liberia get plenty of fish. You not hear Mr. Boaka telling you that one there? No. You not hear President we are telling you? No. But Mr. Cummings is saying that my government will put 10% of the national budget in money into our agriculture. No, they say, Mr. Cummings said, my government will comprise of Liberians whether you're from UP, whether you're from CDC, whether you're from NPP, anywhere you're from, you must work. It is your right to work. None of them can tell you. Every one of them today, they won't come with the people, they won't come with revenge. Some people vex. The UP people are mad, they angry, they vex with each other. CDC vex with UP vex with CDC. My people, we want peace in Liberia. We can't sit there and the two-party thing that they're the only people. The only difference is that President Weah is the president and he the ruling party. But I promise you, and we all know, for us to get up to remove President Weah, you need a strong candidate like Alex Cummings to remove him. President Weah versus Alex Cummings, y'all know very well, CPP will win. CPP versus UP, we will win. CPP versus the other people, we will win because we are the one that telling you what we coming to do. None of them can tell you what they coming to do. Mr. Cummings going around the country, he asked the problem. Wow, what problem? What this? He not getting helicopter. He ain't getting a BB car. He ain't flying all over the place. He taking his time, walking around. Then they crowd. When you look at President Weah today, if he goes so the same people follow him. When he comes to the same people follow, the same thing UP doing. We know all that trick. When they go on the radio, right now the way I'm talking about UP now, they go and sit down one place to call the radio station, and that's the one I'm talking to. They will call the radio station and bombard us. But let me tell you something. Don't let it move you. We will all be together after the 10th of October. We just got to be careful. CPP supporters, please be very careful. Do not go into area alone by yourself. Do not go by yourself to campaign. To everybody, please, you don't need to act like hero. You don't need to act like hero for Mr. Cummings. You don't need to act like hero for Mr. Bwaka. You don't need to act like hero for President Weah. Understand you get your family to feed. Your family depending on you. Unless you want to say nobody depending on you. Do not act like hero. Start cursing in the street. Start fighting people. Sometimes you can know people. They can curse you. Me, my own, not curse me. I hear them. When they curse you, you go. It will not kill you. Please do not get involved in any riot. Try. If they campaigning on the other side, we will campaign on the other side. When we campaign on the other side, they will campaign on the other side. We will go to all the area president we have visited. You might not worry. Now, one thing I can promise you, all the places that President Weah can and he left all the lies. Oh, we'll do the. You know, there's no President Weah. The only good thing that President Weah talking, I believe it. He said Mr. Bwaka lied to us. Mr. Bwaka promised that they will be out of office in 2011, after 2011. But President Weah said we should pay. He said that the people make he increased the people's salary. My people, you yell, I want it. President Weah said he increased your salary. Y'all know that not true. And the people were clapping. President Weah said we get a better hospital in Liberia. We get better road in Liberia. We get plenty of things in Liberia. We got jobs in Liberia. And y'all were clapping. Whose salary they increase? The people cut your salary. They make it big. They say harmonization. They put a quick war in it. Listen, my Liberian people. You know, it's painful when we see our sisters, our little sister, our little brothers selling on the side wall just to survive. Especially the women. They are very strong people. Some of them don't want to sell themselves, so they're selling plenty chips. They're selling cold water. Every day, President, we are see these people on the sidewalk. For the last 5 years, my people, President, we are come from foreign affairs. He drive on Cinco. He see these people on the sidewalk, or maybe because they can clear them from the sidewalk when he passing. But he knows. The president knows the problem. He knows that the people are suffering. But let me tell you something before I go to Sidiki. Look at the people that are around the president. They're not business people. They're not doing business. They ain't get no business. But everybody that millionaire. Thomas Fowler, he said he used to sell plank. But when he went in the house, he never sold plank again. He a millionaire. Sir Joseph, he a millionaire today. Jefferson Koji, in 5 years, he a millionaire. Nathan Magay, a millionaire. They put sanction on him. Bill Tuare sanction. And Vanish Shemo sanction. And Prince Johnson sanction. And that the people then we carry. Let me be honest with you today. I know some of you think because we in America. I don't give a damn about America. I'm concerned about Liberia. I'm concerned about Liberia in America, and I'm causing trouble. But my heart is in Liberia. I visited Liberia. I go to Liberia all the time. I'm not different from you. You smarter than me. But let me tell you, we all know, the whole world know that America that big brother. We shouldn't suffer ourselves. We got all the bad people. Then they're telling us to bring them to power. Magibi County, if you elect president, if you elect Mr. Magay, do you really think that America will help you by electing Magay? Do you think that Magay will ever come to America? No. Nima County, you put Prince Johnson there. Do you really think that they will do business with us? Vanish Shema, Bill Tuare. If you're getting people power, your team America will look at us and say, we're not serious. Because we're not helping ourselves. We got all the corrupt people. We got two types of rogue. We got a rogue that can come to your house and steal your television, or sometimes they jack your purse, or they jack your cell phone, or they go and jump in your car. That particular rogue, they can choose who to do it to. Then they get a political rogue. We ourselves can choose them. We the one can go and choose Buford Chimos, who today he a millionaire too. He from Maryland. He now bring all his voters from Taboo. There you get, and the deputy speaker, Funati Kofa, he now pay people, he now carry people all over, they using money. Funati Kofa, that representative, deputy speaker, but that man a lawyer for Lipska. This man a lawyer. How can you be a speaker at the same time you're a lawyer? Eh? Then you get what it needs, Akaros Gray. Akaros Gray in District 8. The man refused to marry in Liberia. The man refused to engage in Liberia. The place the man got married in France. The cheapest program is $60,000. But today, Akaros Gray not a millionaire. So we must vote Akaros Gray out. They got Nouvel. What are Nouvel was represented before? Nouvel was removed because of President Weah. Let me be honest with you. Nouvel was removed because of President Weah. He felt that Nouvel never gave whatsoever. But Nouvel, we should elect Nouvel and remove Akaros Gray. Akaros Gray is not good for the district. I live in our area. I live in Warwing. Akaros Gray is not good. He don't even live in the area. The man don't live there. The man have one bedroom. Today the man is in Dwazon. Why are you keeping George Solomon George in District 7? The man ate the Ebola money. The man said to you, say, President, we ain't do nothing but we beg you. You just vote for President Weah. Who told you, say that President Weah right, that he must be president for the second term? You get Dixon Sibo in District 16. Y'all show us the work that the man did. We need to remove these people. That your representative. That your representative. You got all these people going around. Today you go to Maryland, you see James Barney in Maryland. That James Barney you voted for to be president? No. Let Mr. Bwaka go there. You got all these people all over the place. They say they're campaigning, but you can't see the candidate. At least you can see Mr. Cummings. You can see Mr. Cummings going around on a radio station. You must remove most of these people if you want change. Start with your representative, start with your senators, and then you remove the president. For the president, he tell Liberia for him. President, we are the Liberia, Liberia president, we are no. President, we are, he get the chief, the superintendent in the car, he put his name on it and said, donated by President we are. That our own money. Even our first lady been receiving $1 million, $1.5 million every year. Let them show us the work that she did, that she received $1.5 million every year. Let's be honest now. That what taxpayer money. We won't know what the first lady been doing the taxpayer money. Don't let them fool you. They lied to us in They say, oh, President, we are wearing refugee camp, so we vote for him. Okay, we gave him a job. They say, oh, President, we are was the only one who loved Liberia. Okay, we gave him a job. Now, if President we are went in refugee camp, the time he was an ordinary citizen, why President we ain't going to camp now as president? Our brothers and sisters, our grandma there, our grandpa they in Ghana, in the camp suffering. The people said they must leave. They're in Nigeria. When the last time President we have visited them, and President we can go to Ghana all the time. So let's forget about the one that, because if I go in refugee camp the time I was not president, now I got power. I will go there and tell my post, y'all come home. We'll get your money, y'all come home, y'all will do business. But President we are in know the people. President we are not visit Ghana over. He visited Ghana over I know 20 times. My Liberian people, we beg y'all. Our young people that graduated from school, no job, no vacation school. By the time the way school closed, they're supposed to get a job, small job. So by the time they finish with the 2-3 months, they can get a 200 out of go buy the uniform. But everybody in the street, the trucks is all over the place. They get it. Look, I love that. I like to see the truck on the ride and motorbike, generally racing. But please, we beg you. This election is look at Mr. Belete in Nima County doing everything. We must vote these people into power. Belete is doing everything in District 7, Sacred PA area there. I saw the development at this bank area. I saw it. The man loves his county, and that is where he's from. This is not about Mandingo, Pele, Gio, Mano. No. He's a Liberian first. That is what we want to see in Liberia. We should stop calling tribes. Oh, you Mandingo man. Oh, you Pele man. Oh, you Congo man. My people, they will not carry us nowhere. The pastors, they need to start speaking the truth. The other pastors say President Weah will win with 3 million votes. The people that register in Liberia, they're not 3 million. But how can President Weah will win with 3 million votes? Because President Weah not give us more money, she confused. So let me go on to Siliki and let Siliki tell me what's trending in Liberia, what he been doing for the last 24 hours. I saw him yesterday. And Siliki, take it from there.
Yeah, let's go to our guest. Instead of be there, maybe I'll chip in later. Let's welcome Mr. Paul, who is instead of be there to give an intro.
Oh yeah, sorry, Paul. You're too far from the camera, so I mean look at the face. You know, I thought I set on that side.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Monique, from my end here. No, good morning over there. It's good to be on your show for the first time. And to let our listeners know, my name is Paul Chope. I'm from the UK, and I'm down here to help with the campaign as well. I've been in Liberia for a month now, and we've been doing a lot of community engagement. And equally so, I just want to tell the CPP members, those that want to vote Mr. Cummings, they should not lose hope. You are talking about billboards. There are a lot of billboards around with Mr. Cummings' picture on it. On Friday, I was able to collect a lot of billboards that I would put up in my area. So, yes, the propagandas here, they're doing everything to carry lies. Their billboards up to start with. So, since I've been here a month now, Monia, and we've been doing a lot of community engagement. A lot of people are still undecided. And I'm encouraging a lot of CPP members in the diaspora, wherever they are, to continue calling. People are undecided, to encourage them. This election will surprise a lot of people. The UP, the CDC, they're no good for Liberia. That's why both of those parties are on the ground here, putting placards everywhere. But remember too, it's the rainy season. All of those flyers and billboards they put out, some of them start wearing away because of the rain. So Monia, you said something that the last enjoy better. Yes. So when CPP start putting their billboards, their flyers up, that's going into the dry season. It will be everywhere. So people should not be carried away by the noisemaker. There are a lot of people here are still undecided. And those are the people we are tapping into. Sidiki and I was in Satan yesterday. Over 100 over 100 people turn out, and we actually want them over to Mr. Cummings. They want to see him. So we'll have work to do. People should not be deterred. So, Sidiki?
Yeah, and thank you very much. I want to say thank you for your
Thank
time.
you,
I
Mr.
know
Paul.
what it
And
means.
basically,
Sidiki,
we we have been engaged with a
Sidiki.
lot of engagement. And Mr. Cummings himself on Saturday went to the LBS community in District 5, where we had a closed door engagement with 500 group leaders in Montserrat. And this engagement was about interacting with the people. And we just want our people to understand this. With all the top three candidates that are contesting in this election, it is only Mr. Cummings who will want to engage in an interactive conversation with the people, with the voters. That is to go and tell them what he's going to do, what he have done, his record, his competency, and then allow the people to ask questions, to share with him how they feel, what they are going through, some of the challenges, and so that when he get there tomorrow, he can understand and he can know that yes, these are some of the things our people were crying for. For example, Mr. Cummings always make this reference that when he ran 2017, everywhere he go in the country, there were questions about George addiction in the street though. He said, but this 2023, every place he go is on the increase. The question keep repeating itself. And so that is to tell you that the drugs addictions have increased in the country. And so the moment he get there, the first 100 days, these are things he will stop. And how you going to stop it? The first thing we'll do to stop this drugs thing is to what? Stop the traffickers, the people that are bringing the drugs in the country. He said we have to stop them. How do we stop them? Is to what? Whenever they are being caught, we prosecute them. Look at what happened just recently. 100 million worth of drugs was arrested by the government of George Weah or by the government of Liberia. And then only to find out that they released those people, and then the next day we hear that the people already flew out of that country. And so this is sad. So we prosecute them, we punish them. And the moment you do that, you're going to be scaring other people to not even want to try to bring it. And then the people that are addicted to the addiction already, the drugs taking, what? You provide training for them. You build a rehabilitation center. You create a program where when they're there, they can be able to at least learn something. And then when they come out, they can be able to do something. But most of the time, you get rehab centers and people go there. The food that the people eat there is not even good. And then at the end of the day, it's very sick. But let me go back to Mr. Kishan, who want to ask the guests some questions, and then we can take it from there.
Okay, my brother, thank you. You can hear me, Sidiki?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay, thank you very much. And I just his name again. All right. I'm looking for your name is not on the placard yet. Oh, Paul.
Paul,
Yeah,
yeah.
Paul Cholope. Yes,
that's
I know
me.
Cholope very well. Yeah. Yeah, Paul, you're not a stranger to Liberia. Let me tell you, I want to say thank you. Because going to Liberia at this time and being there for a month, I know it's a sacrifice. I was just there and I will be joining you. Maybe when I get there, you'll be out of there. But it is a sacrifice. You just put your family on hold because you love your country, Liberia. And I know what you're doing. And I saw the video. Sidiki and myself been talking. But let me ask you this question. What are some of the things you're hearing? Some people say, "Oh man, we frustrated, nothing going on." You are the one because I'm happy where you're going because you're not there interviewing people who already sitting in Morovia. What are some of the things that you're hearing on the ground about this election? What our stand? How you think we're standing?
Well, thank you, Monet. That's what I said. The CPP stand a better chance in this election. Nobody should be carried away. People are very silent and they are not noise maker. The noise maker is the CDC and the UPNs. Now, I was in a government ministry, I won't call the ministry name, last week, and I took some flyers to meet one of my colleagues over there, and to my amaze, everyone in our office support Mr. Cummings, and they wanted me to give them more flyers. That's when you hear about the silent voters. Those are the people. Those are people that they don't talk. And I want to buy plenty chips on Saturday. And this plenty chips said, "Oh, this is a funny story." And I went to her and said, Ma, I'm here. I'm running as president. She said, but I haven't seen you on the billboards. I said, no, I support Mr. Cummings. Monet, that woman jumped up. She said, oh, the man is a very good man. That's the man who caring. She had just come from Bapolo. See, the people in a diamond mine, they love the man so much. So the noise that is in Morovia is a lot of unity partisan and the CDC that causing that noise. Majority of the people are silent and they tell you time they will vote. The government here, they're not popular, to be honest. That's some of the thing. If you're in a taxi, the moment you call CDC, people get angry with you. They're not happy. So we have work to do. It's easier to convince people from the UP side. The reason why, if you ask somebody who support Omer Boyka, tell them, just ask them, what will he do for you? They cannot answer that question. These are people that still going behind people because of the noise they're hearing. The CPP stand a greater chance in this election. And that's what I said earlier. CPP members, keep calling your family and friends. Don't be carried away with the noise. People have yet to decide. And the election will be won in the last 2 weeks. So we still get work to do, but the CPP stand a greater chance.
Yeah, you see, you do when you talk about the plenty chips later, and Sidiki and myself, Sidiki used to be laughing, said, hey, man, you start plenty. We went to places where people tell us to shut the camera off. They say, my man, don't put nothing on camera. We're in Banga. And this man, or civil servant, he said he been in government for 30 some more years. He said, my son, I will tell you, we plenty will vote for Mr. Cummings. So when I tell people these things, because let's see, when I went to Liberia, we go into places to go see the same faces on Facebook. We went to people that Liberian people don't even know and don't want to talk to. These are the people who were, Sidiki was right there. I was eating to my sister's place in a bowl with Zogos. I told her, I said, yo, join me. You like eat. And they couldn't believe it. And then one of the boss came up and said, I voted Mr. Cummings 2017. I will vote there. And asked the boss, I said, but what you know about Mr. Cummings that your friend they do know, they're not about to Australia. You say, Papi, that money, but this time around, all we make up our mind. We make up our mind. So, look, you will give them something. They want something from you, but you on the grand stage. Continue to go around. What message you got for the undecided voters and the CPP members in Liberia? To encourage them. Because I know you can't convince, no die, don't waste your time. There's certain people right now you can't convince them. Because some people say, even Jesus Christ can't die, I will fight Jesus Christ for Joshua and what the other brought to us. Then the other man say, I don't care what happened, I will vote Mr. Bwaka because he's from Akante. I was on Abidjan TV and they were playing it. So you can't, but I want you, Paul, I want you to talk to the voters, people who in Maryland right now listening to you in Nima County. I want you to talk to that old man, that papa there, who think that they will satisfy themselves just because they want something and forget about the children. I want you to give them your advice, what you see and what, give them that courage, my brother.
Thank you, Monet. Thank you so much. To our listening audience, this election is about our jobs. Liberians, a lot of Liberians are unemployed, and a lot of people want to do businesses, but they can't because of no money. And what Mr. Cummings is saying that in the first 100 days, there will be $20 million available to give loans to people who doing businesses to lift their businesses up. Job creation, he talked about that. A lot of young people in this country, they want to work. They want to be useful. There's no job. So they're everywhere. So I will talk to them in a way that will look at all the candidates. At this time, you have Unity Party before. You have the CDC now. They are showing their record. The conversation today should be between Mr. Cummings, Tewon Bungalow, Clarence, Mobile, and the rest of them. Not CDC and UP. Liberians yearning for work. I can tell you, Monet, Liberians today, if you meet them, some of them want to go to Ghana for vacation. Just to tell you, Liberia was the place people were coming to for vacation. And the country is sinking, going down the drain instead of going up. So look at if people run to Ghana, think about Liberia, what is the economy, and say, no, we can put Liberia in this situation compared to the rest of the African countries. So look at his policies, look at what he brings on the table. Talks about job creation. When everybody making money, their little babies 5 years old will not be selling drinking cars. I walk around, I see 7-year-old kids in a mechanic shop not going to school. Those children could be the next Barack Obama. Because their parents cannot afford, they're learning to be mechanic. That's not a Liberia we want. So I'm asking and I'm begging people, your local Mr. Cummings, the CPP vision for Liberia, and the 5 things that he's running on, which make he talk about job creation. We all want jobs. If people have jobs, nobody will be begging. The police officer, when they pay well, they will not be taking money from motorists. If the doctors, the nurses are paid well, there will be drugs in the hospital. So we're telling our people, look at Mr. Cummings' vision for Liberia. Job creation should be the key. So money, on that note, it's all about job. People are yearning to work. And he's the only candidate that's talking about providing jobs. Jobs.
Thank you very much, Paul. You said it all. It's one of our biggest problems to create jobs. You see, Mr. Cummings is a businessman or entrepreneur, and that is what built the country. That is what built the economy. And when we elect Mr. Cummings as president, he will be the first Liberian elected or first self-made millionaire, or man who don't worry about our money, the man who knows exactly how to create jobs. He's the most qualified, most prepared, ready candidate to fix the economy. My Liberian people, Mr. Cummings said the other day, Mr. Weah made a speech at the temple at the annual message, the one they call State of a Message, State of a Union. He said we will give the business people money. Mr. Cummings said a good thing, but up to now, Mr. We ain't do it, but I will do it. So Mr. Cummings already put on the paper. He got a blueprint, and he's serious about it. He already put on a paper $20 million that the government of Liberia would distribute to small businesses. When you say big business, that means when you get a shop, you can apply for that loan. If you don't pay, the government will go after you, but they will still give another Liberian loan. Mr. Cummings said that why we always say Liberian people in no business, because the first man fails, so we can get a second man no. And 2, Mr. Cummings said we know why most of the Liberian people can fail in the business, because when you go to the bank and ask for $20,000 loan, by the time you leave the bank now take off $5,000 just to bribe everybody. Then you go to China, you come back now, you can't pay the money because you don't want to pay that money. Mr. Cummings said we will help the business people. So even if you're selling water, you can still open water company because you believe that you can make plenty of money water. If you're selling a donut, you can open a big shop just to fix donut. If you can fix bricks, you can open a shop to fix bricks. We cannot keep our people on the same level, my people. Now because my man sell bread in Looking Town, that means I'm supposed to be selling bread. I must say I'm supposed to open a big shop now and sell bread too. So my Liberian people, Mr. Cummings said, because we not respect each other. Mr. Cummings never one day yell at his driver. But when you look at the other official, they can't pay the driver, but they cost the driver every day. Some gonna get the man driving for the girl will cost the man. Then you get the people who cooking for you. Every day they cooking for you, but you costing them. In America, you'll be eating plenty of spit in the food. Because the other person will be cooking for you, then you costing the person. Then you get a man they call washman. Your security man, the man manning you. When you come home, when you blow the horn, the man you open the gate, you will cost the man, sometimes you won't slap the man. My people, they're not dignity. That thing is supposed to happen. The man working for you, they're not your son, they're not your slave. But we not respect nobody. We don't respect the people who sweep in the street. We don't respect tire man. We don't respect nobody. That is why people are afraid to work. My Liberian people. But please, under the Cummings administration, people will respect each other. Because you will see your president going to work every day and on time. The ministers will go every day. And I will tell you, Mr. Cummings not coming to just change people. There are plenty of people in the government that you not like, they will work. Some of them assistant ministers, they are good people. Some of them are good people, but because the government is so corrupt, so you think everybody corrupt. Not everybody in the government corrupt. Not everybody. Even some people around President Weah, they make up their mind. They say, I know I love President Weah, but we can't keep Mr. Weah in the TN now. We got to go easy. We got to let Mr. Weah go. If you want a better country, if you ask President Weah right now, Mr. Weah, between Mr. Cummings and Mr. Bwaka, who you will give the country to, he will tell you, I'll give it to Mr. Cummings. If you ask anybody right now in our George Weah government, and you say, between the two people, who you think you can get a country to, they will tell you, say, Mr. Cummings. They say, Mr. Cummings good. Mr. Cummings qualified. Mr. Cummings this. That the other side talking now. All the people from UP. Oh, Mr. Cummings this. Mr. Cummings a good man. Mr. Cummings, but let Mr. Cummings just wait for Mr. Bwaka to take over. Let me tell you a real true story today. I know you people here will get vexed. But the one that I know causing a fair. We all know that Mr. Bwaka sick. The government of Liberia prepared to pay Mr. Bwaka hospital bill. But you know why Mr. Bwaka don't want to go to hospital? Because he think that the government will kill him if he do the surgery. And two, if he do the surgery, he will have to sit down home and y'all will know the truth. Then y'all will say, oh, why you been lying for? So what they're doing now, Mr. Bwaka shouldn't talk. Because that kind of sickness Mr. Bwaka get, he's not supposed to go under the rain. He's not supposed to be in too much heat. He's not supposed to be around plenty noise. So they say, President Mr. Bwaka, just sit down. We will do the campaign. The same thing they did to President Weah. Oh, don't debate. Don't go places. So, but when he win now, then they will use the money to go do the surgery. Then Mr. Kun will be in charge. My Liberian people, y'all think it's fair? Y'all think it's really fair to us? Then people are not entitled to no leadership. They're not entitlement. Eh? Why you think Madam Salif 2017 never supported Mr. Bwaka? Because she gave her support and Mr. Bwaka refused it. Mr. Bwaka look at Madam Salif for the last 12 years as a Congo woman. That is why that government was catching her time. Mr. Bwaka refused to run on the UP record. That is why President Weah took the record from there and say, I been roll. When at the UP, Madam Salif signed all the contract. But Mr. Bwaka refused to take it. So I was saying, we tell the President Weah, I said, listen, that road business, not you alone, that Madam Salif, the one that did it. Ain't that fair? Look what Mr. Bwaka did to Bernard Ure. Bernard Ure lied. He carried Mr. Cummings to court. Mr. Bwaka testified. He still let Mr. Ure down. He still betrayed Ure. Henry Costa lied on Mr. Cummings. He cursed Mr. Cummings. He said all kinds of things. Mr. Bwaka still betrayed Henry Costa. Right now, Mr. Bwaka betrayed Yombly. Because if you go to Lofa County right now, Steve Zago on his own. Mr. Bwaka supporting Kotoma and all the U people supporting Kotoma. But a good for Steve Zago. You know what goes around comes around. All these people thought they were going after Mr. Cummings. But it catch up with them today. It catch up with them. But you see how God powerful, God a good man. The same people they used to curse Mr. Cummings, that the same people now exposing them. That the same people exposing them today. They try to sell the Wologisi mountain because they're still looking for money. Mr. Bwaka go around and tell people, say, Mr. Cummings, don't live in Liberia. Look at that kind of thing. How Mr. Bwaka would tell people in America that Mr. Cummings don't live in Liberia. Nobody know Mr. Cummings. The man that talk, that UP people talk, because they get nothing on Mr. Cummings. They're going around lying. Oh, they not see Mr. Cummings' money because they are corrupt. So the thing that they will continue to be stealing money now, my people, they're two-party. They're not good for us. The only advantage that President Weah got, that he the president. So we must remove him. And for us to remove him, we need to put the most powerful candidate against him, who is Alex Cummings and Charlene BRUMSKINE. We need a debate. Mr. President, I want you to bring your record, all the good thing you did for Liberia. Let Mr. Cummings bring your own record. I want you to face him, Mr. Cummings, one-on-one on a debate stage and tell the Liberian people what you have done for 5 years, 7 months, and let Mr. Cummings tell the Liberian people what he did as an individual in Liberia and what he's going to do when he becomes president. And my sedition brothers and sisters, the people say we sedition. I don't care. I am a Liberian. I support Mr. President as a president of Liberia. Some people say, oh, Mr. Benedict has sedition. But thank God Mr. Benedict supporting Mr. Cummings. So we're telling you, Mr. Cummings is not coming to be president to remove you from your job. That's not what the business Mr. Cummings offer. Mr. Cummings is not coming to be president to go bring people from America to come work. That's not what he's running for president for. If anybody want to work in Mr. Cummings' government, that means you prepare to go live home. And when you prepare to live home, we got to pay you like you live in home. That means you should be responsible for yourself. If Mr. Cummings can't find nobody in Liberia, then he said, okay, the government will pay plenty of money to bring one expert. But there are a lot of qualified people in Liberia. The only time, because you look at them, you say they are criminal, you know why? Because when the president can steal, the other man will steal. When your pa can smoke opium, you will start smoking opium. Our brothers and sisters, look at them in the street. President Weah, that the father of Liberia, my people. Look at President Weah, his children. Look at his surrounding. They're okay. They live in Liberia. But what about the other people children too now? Look at all the district and look at all the things that are going on, my people. They see it and I know rocket science. You know it for yourself. Don't say, oh, hey, I just won't vote for the Omer because I'm from Lofa County. No. It still will not help you. You can vote for the Omer from Lofa County. It's still not going to help you because I only one county. It will not help you, my people. We're begging you. You see this election. You're the only person can save Liberia. Your one vote, my one vote can save Liberia. The people that's going to be running against President Weah, that the other 18 candidates. Now UP. We already tried UP. We know what UP can do. We know what UP not do. UP do nothing. So corruption. We know. Especially when the second time, Madam Sally was already getting older. So they were just using her. Mr. Bwaka know about all the corruption. Anytime the president sends something to the House, to the Senate, it can pass through the vice president office. You know that? You might not let nobody fool you. Oh, you know that Madam Sally was running the government. No, they don't know Madam Sally running the government alone. Mr. Bwaka had his role. Let Mr. Bwaka tell about Group of 77. So what happened to Group of 77? So what happened to the Liberal Marketing Association? What happened to the Agriculture Ministry? What happened to the Youth and Sports Ministry? What happened to the Liberal National Lottery? All these people were reporting to Mr. Bwaka. Okay, let's say Mr. Bwaka ain't do nothing. Why Mr. Bwaka couldn't argue with Ellen Johnson? Say, okay, Omar, 12 years I've been vice president. Can you face the Lofa County role because at least that the place are coming from? He ever did it? No. No. He never did it. Today, Mr. Bwaka can go to Lofa County. The last election, he used helicopter to go to Lofa County. So my people, let me go back to Sidiki, and Sidiki get a question for Paul, and then we'll go back to Paul. After Paul, Sidiki, then we can open the line.
Yeah, good. Thank you. So Mr. Paul, I have a question for you. And the question goes that many Liberians think that people from the diaspora, whether the UK, the USA, and people that stay out of the country who support Mr. Cummings. They think that you guys are doing this for job, especially at this time, you coming being part of the campaign. So I want you to clarify this. Are you doing this because I know that people like you don't want a job, but instead you just want a better life, right? I know this. But to clarify,
Okay, Siddiq.
That's a good question,
Siddiqui,
Siddiqui.
thank
Thank
you
you
for
for
that.
that. The
The
thing
thing
is,
is,
uh,
uh,
Paul
both
Joby
Chelsea
and
and
George,
George,
we
we
are
are
the
the
same
same
age.
age.
To
To
be
be
precise,
precise,
then
then
we
we
play
play
football
football
together.
together.
So
So
I
I
got
got
my
my
kids
kids
in
in
the
the
UK.
UK.
My
My
house
house
is
is
in
in
the
the
UK.
UK.
I
I
work
worked
in
in
corporate
corporate
environment
environment
for
for
21
21
years,
years,
and
and
I'm
I'm
also
also
heading
heading
for
for
retirement.
retirement.
I
I
don't
don't
need
need
job,
job.
but the
But the
thing
thing
is,
is,
because
because
of
of
my
my
kids,
kids,
they
they
want to
want to
come
come
home to
home to
Mama
Mama
Liberia.
Liberia.
You
You
see,
see,
if you
if you
travel
travel
to
to
Ghana,
Ghana,
Nigeria,
Nigeria,
other
other
places,
places,
what
what
make
make
Nigeria,
Nigeria,
Ghana
Ghana
is
is
booming
booming
today
today
because
because
of
of
the
the
diaspora
diaspora
kids
kids
that
that
were
were
born
born
over
over
there.
there.
They
They
came
came
back
back
to
to
help
help
their
their
country.
country.
So
So
I'm
I'm
going
going
to
to
my
my
retirement
retirement
age.
age.
Why
Why
would I
would I
want
want
job?
job?
I'm
I'm
already
already
settled,
settled,
established,
established,
and I
and I
have
have
my
my
own
own
business
business
running.
running.
In
In
Liberia,
Liberia,
also I
also I
established my
established my
own
own
company. It's
company.
a
It's a
renewable
renewable
energy
energy
company,
company,
and I
and I
have
have
people
people
working for
working
me
for
in
me in
Liberia.
Liberia.
So I
So
do
I
not
do not
need
need
job, but
job,
I
but
want
I
to
want to
see
see
that
that
better
better
Liberia.
Liberia.
And we
And we
have
have
looked at
looked at
all of
all of
these
these
candidates and
candidates
we
and we
take
take
Mr.
Mr.
Cumming
Cumming
is
is
the
the
best
best
to
to
drive
drive
Liberia
Liberia
into
into
that
that
kind of
kind of
21st
21st
century
century
Liberia we
Liberia we
want to
want to
see.
see.
That's why
That's why
we're
we're
in the
in the
diaspora.
diaspora.
We
We
are
are
pushing
pushing
Mr.
Mr.
Cummings
Cummings
today.
today.
Look, they
Look, they
have
have
called
called
him a
him
lot
a
of
lot of
names
names
because
because
it's
it's
somebody
somebody
like
like
him.
him.
What
What
people
people
saw
saw
in
in
Mr.
Mr.
Cummings
Cummings
that
that
we
we
Liberia
Liberia
don't
don't
see
see
in
in
him.
him.
This
This
is
is
why
why
we're
we're
pushing
pushing
him
him
because
because
we
we
know
know
he is the best at this time. After Mr. Cummings, look, it will take another 18 years to find somebody like him. So that's why we push it. It's not about job. Imagine if what? Over 1 million plus Liberians live in the diaspora. Can every one of us work for the government? No. That opportunity, we want to come home, we want to have businesses, we want to have a free, safe environment to work in, and we want our children to come back to meet their brothers and sisters. So that is the 21st century Liberia. We have a lot of young kids over there playing international football. They don't want to come home. But if the environment is good, the children will come home. So we're not in it for job, we're in it for Mama Liberia, to have a better Liberia.
You unmute yourself, Siddiqui.
Mr. Kishan, if you have another question for Mr. Paul,
Okay,
you can ask the
and
question, then you can go to the phone line.
Paul, you have said it all. And Paul, when will you be leaving back? When will you be leaving?
Well, I made a commitment,
commitment,
and
Kishan.
I'm
I'm
here
here
until
until
after the
after the
election
election
to
to
push the
push the
case.
case.
So,
So
and also
Okay,
I have
good.
my business running here too. So it's combination of both business and
Okay,
helping Mr. Cummings to win the seat and to have a better Liberia. So you will
okay,
meet me here.
okay,
I'm
definitely.
moving
That's
into
good.
communities, making the case, meeting people in a smaller group, convincing them why Alexander Cummings is the best in Charlene BRUMSKINE. And let me say something to you. I was in Buchanan not long ago. They move over there. The CPP will win Grand Bassa County overwhelmingly, just to let you know.
Good. So I will meet you when I get there. We will all tie up, and whenever you want us to carry your program live, you know what to do. Talk to Siddiqui, and he will
Okay.
join you and whatever. And whenever you want to come on the show, and if you can make it to the studio, you can ask Siddiqui for the link. And if you're in a places where you want to, whenever you want to carry, just let us know. We are ready to carry it. When I join you, when I come to this back to Liberia, we will tie up and continue to do it together because we must do everything to make sure that our country is safe. I know you're a businessman. If you don't have a free and fair environment, everything you're doing is for nothing. So
That's
that is
right.
what you're fighting for. And thank God you clear that area. When I tell them that there is no way you can leave from the States or the UK and go to Liberia and pay you $5,000 a month and survive. Because how are you going to take care of your family? That means you're going to stay in Liberia. But Liberian people, I will tell you, There is no way all the people that are supporting Mr. Cummings can't bring that in the government. Some people won't do their own business. You think the government of Liberia can pay Dr. Frances? You think the government of Liberia can pay certain people here? They can't do it. They can't do it. Because they got to take care of their grandchildren, their family, they got to pay mortgage, they got to pay their bills. So my Liberia, don't be afraid. You that in Liberia, you will get a job. That you the one going to work. And let me give my advice to some of the young people. Please, you're who supporting Mr. Cummings. Don't act like if you finish with a thing, a mission accomplished, you go right back to school. Even they give you small job to be working and be going to school, take it. Don't act like some of the people then who, because they think money is all to it in life. Money is not all to it. You can be lucky and get the first $1 million and you lose it in no time. So we're begging you. And Siliki, I want to take this time again to tell you thank you for everything that you're doing. I see you in all the various districts and you have not given up and we're not going to give up. Whether they support us or not to what, we choose to support Mr. Cummings. Nobody brought us to Mr. Cummings. So since we choose to do it, we will do it. I must say I get up in the morning. Just imagine 8 o'clock, I get up at 7 o'clock to do it. Then before I go hustle, I choose to do it. When you in the water, don't worry about getting wet. No matter what happened, we are there. And I want to say thank you, Cholo and Paul. And thank you, Siliki. And to the True FM family, I want to say thank you very much. Let us open the phone line and let us hear from you, Liberians. Just take your time. Don't be angry. Call, take your time, and tell us who you will vote for. We want to hear from you. Whether you vote for Cummings, fine. You vote for Cummings, fine. But they don't get some people who can talk. They get some people who won't call us, so no problem. But don't call and curse us because we'll cut you off. Let's stick to the issues. Thank you very much, Sidiki. Take it from there before you open the line.
Thank you. So we'll take at least 5 more calls because we're already running out of time. So if you call in, go straight to the point. The numbers to call is 0776 339898 or 0555 2228 3827. And the numbers to call and will be live on Truth 96.1 on the General Show. 0776.
You know, we only went 1 hour 18 minutes. But you're always talking about all the time. I can be watching the time. It's going to be 1 hour 30 minutes, but only 1 hour 18 minutes 52 seconds we are gone. But anyway, when Mabel on the show, he can.
I said we are going all the time. I'm not saying the time finished. We still get some time.
No, you get it for 5 calls. You said you get it for 5 calls.
But 18 minutes to 30 minutes, what's the difference? Like just 12 more minutes.
Man, let it book call. Let it book call. 12 minutes, call 12 times.
Okay, 0776 3398 or 0555 223827. You can call these numbers and you'll be live. Let's take our first caller. Good afternoon, caller. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, this is Cooper.
Mr. Paul, you hearing the callers? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, you see,
I can hear that.
This country is the economy. This is only happening because of bad governance, that they the past and present government. So today we are telling the Liberian people, Mr. Cummings is the only one who is to handle the economic challenges in this country because it's evil. My possession of the record was evil. He said, no issue.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Cummings understand the economic issue. Thank you. Let's take another caller, brother. Thank you. So, caller, what's anyone you calling from? Okay, Francis, make a point. You have a few seconds. Okay, so you can call this number after the show. We'll keep in touch. Thank you. Let's take this other caller. Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Okay, okay, Manuel, make a point. You have a few seconds back. Okay, okay, thank you. Let's take this
Why?
other caller from
Why
New
is
Star now. Good afternoon. What's that? Where you calling from? Okay, make a point. Thank you, thank you. Let's take this other caller right here. Good afternoon, caller. What's that? Where you calling from?
Yeah, I'm calling from Mount Battle.
Okay, make a point. Okay, Prince.
Yeah, Mr. Kumin is good. Mr. Kumin is somebody when you can put your heart. What we are doing, we don't know the question of Mr. Kumin. The contrary to the truth, we carry Mr. Kumin.
Thank you, thank you. Let's take this other caller. Good afternoon, caller. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Okay, I'm Rick Williams, calling from the side, the church, the kingdom.
Okay.
The thing is that I'm one of the people who is kind of like talking about indecision, but from what you guys explained, to really get me glue to focus for CPP because you don't get that I'm gonna eradicate drugs, but given the way, given the procedure or how to eradicate it, to be honest, the platform is so good, and I'm sorry to be like so thank you for the
Thank you on board. Thank you, brother. Thank you on board. Okay. Good afternoon. What's your name? Where you calling from?
yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah.
I'm used to be Momo.
Okay, Joseph, make your point.
The capital for President of Uganda for the new presidency of our country.
Okay.
Yeah, to say yes, it is good that we push the ideology of Mr. Comey because we think that Mr. Comey is the better person to deliver our country.
Mhm.
So I'm calling on everyone we're in and out of Liberia. So vote Mr. Comey so we can have a better be compared to other countries.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your support too. Thank you. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Let's take the last caller, then we'll go back because I've said no minute. So, caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Yeah, what's your name? Where you calling from? You're the last caller. Okay, Brian, make a point. Thank you. Thank you. So, folks, that's how we come to the end of the call session because we will have 6 more minutes to go, and then we will go back to Mr. Kishan. Wait there. You listen to the callers.
what our last guy said, Sidiki?
No, he said, he listened to the show and he's encouraged.
No,
And
the
he
last
supported
guy who said, Mr. Cummings said you can't be doing the same thing. The
Yeah,
last
he
caller.
said, yeah, what I'm saying, I said the guy said, Mr. Kumi said you can't keep doing one thing and expect different results. And
So
so
who you
because of
supporting?
that, yeah, he said because of that, he's gonna carry Mr. Kumi. That's what he said.
Okay. So before we go, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 calls came in. 8 calls came in, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 went for Mr. Cummings. The other 2, I never heard them what they said, and I don't know if they actually. But 6 calls. So look, let me tell you something. Like Paul, I says all the time, we are on the show not for people that will support Mr. Cummings. We are on the show for people who have not decided, and people like the brother who just called. I want to say thank you very much. You called from District 6. That is what we're talking about. I don't need to speak to 10,000 crowd, but this young man listened to us, listen to you, Paul, and said, listen, I am convinced because you guys are telling us what Mr. Cummings said and what he's going to be doing. So I think we should give ourselves a proper round for Sidiki. So all these things, these are the people we're talking to today. My Liberian people, this election is very important. It's simple and important. You are the one casting the vote. You are the one who got the vote. You the one stood on our line to register and vote. Don't let them intimidate you. All the violence you see between the CDC and the CPP, and I'm sorry, the CDC and the UP, is because they're scaring you that you will say, me, I'm not going to vote. Do not do it. Please, I beg you. You got no reason in the street, don't go there. If you know you got you in your group to campaign, please don't go in the UP group and campaign or the CDC. Stay far off. When they leave, you can go there. Don't be a hero for Mr. Cummings. Do not be a hero for Mr. Cummings. I beg you. Mr. Cummings is said would not want you to be a hero for him. But all we want you to do, we say you must call the phone line. We know deep down in your heart, you're working in the government, but you know things not working. But you won't keep your job. But on that day, that is the day. That is the decision day. The same way you voted President Weah, and President Weah failed you. This is your time. This is the time that you were waiting for. He never showed up. They say we pay white fee. Hey, listen, that government money, it still not guarantee you food or to pay your rent. My people, this election is important. We must show to the world that Liberians are serious and we can make the difference. Whether international help us or not, we can make the difference and we can make our own decision at the ballot box, and nobody will intimidate you. It is your God. It is your constitutional right. Don't let nobody take it from you. Give your closing, Paul, and then we'll go to Siddiqui, give his closing, and then we can call it all for the day. And Siddiqui, don't leave the line of comment on the other side.
Those callers, I think it was only one person that said they will vote for the ruling establishment. So
okay, good.
The message is resonating out there. And what we're doing, we're encouraging people. Liberia was once upon the time the breadbasket of Africa. Today, Liberia is like the least in West Africa. And some of others grew up in Monrovia that have electricity, running water everywhere. That when we were kids, we could roam around the street of Monrovia. Today, people cannot even move about in our community. This is why we're talking to our people. Mr. Cummings is the best at this time. And remember too, the knowledge Mr. Cummings have, that he went out there, that what people saw in him, Liberians should see in him too. Why would white people believe in on Liberian and our own people don't see what he did for the white people? So when they're talking to them that they should see reasoning, we cannot go back to the past, and we cannot live for the present. Let's look at the future. The conversation today should be between Mr. Cummings, Tiawan Gonglo, Clarence Mobile, and others. Not those two people, they have tried them. So we are asking our people, let us see reasoning. The people go to church, they are long been praying. They want God to send their own son as a leader. We have Mr. Cummings. So on this note, Kitchen, I will say thank you for the show, and thanks to those who now see reasoning to support the CPP. And we'll still continue to spread the message. I will say thanks you, Siddiqui, for bringing me on the show today. Thank you, Christian, and we shall see you soon.
You mute, Siddiqui.
Yeah, so Paul for coming on. Thanks for the encouragement. Thanks for making some clarity too on the show. And to our listeners, we want to say thank you for listening. Thanks to all of you that put in your call. Some of you couldn't come through because the line was jam-packed. And we hope to see you on Wednesday, because this show is in 3 days in a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And we'll keep, this is our own contribution to give back. That is to come and give you, the people, the right message, to give you direction. Some people, they are undecided. Like one of the callers said, he was not supporting anybody, but based on what we were saying here, got him convinced to come on board and support the CPP. And so these are some of the reasons that we have this conversation, to come here and provide a clear direction to people that don't have a side, that is between the line of who to vote for. So I want to say thank you to all of you, and have yourself a wonderful day. See you.
Okay, guys, thank you very much, and we have just ended our section on 96.1, and they go by time. We spend 1 hour 30 minutes on there, and when they make listen, radio is very important, and airwave is very important. So 1 minute is important. So that is why we must do everything to make sure that we get everything right. The time. But I want to say thank you again for listening to us. And the general show will be carrying on a fundraiser for the operation of the general show in Liberia. A lot of people is coming up to us now, and 3 boys have shown interest. We got people from we got someone from Bon County, and we got another person from Nimba that want to help. So how can we get to them? I am not running a network, my people. I'm not running a network. Now, for us to empower them, we need cell phone, and we got to give them data. So in Banga and in Montserrat and Nimba County, there are other people who calling upon us when they see Sidiki. They think that I got all this money sitting down. They see Sidiki on a motorbike that you have bought for him. And they thinking that I purchased all this stuff. So, and I will be going to Liberia too. So we're trying to see if we can have a fundraiser, because when we get there, you people want the message, you want the news. Our biggest problem here is the communication problem in the whole entire CP. I can tell you that, because the children over there, they are not satisfied with certain things. So we're going to have a fundraiser. I got to get myself a laptop. I got to get myself another cell phone. I got to get a lot of stuff. I can't do it alone. I'm not running for office. Please. I am not going to run behind the CPP or the ANC people and management or leadership for anything, because I don't have that patience for people to push me around. I don't have it. I know some of them will listen to me, and they will call me and say, "Oh, we don't like this kind of thing. When you say we're not doing this, listen, that's a business." Nobody brought me to Mr. Cummings. I brought myself to Cummings. What I can do is what I can do. With the help of a lot of people, Alex, the Kenga, the Sis Morella, plenty, Wanga, a lot of people, Brother, all these people, and Andrew, and what the boy named or Frank Roosevelt, all these people continue to chip in the help. And there's some people that say I shouldn't call the name. I don't need to call the names. Some people say, listen, Munel, no matter what I do, please don't call your name. There's another lady who sent $100 last week, and I call her personally and tell her thank you. And we don't need to call the names, and they've been doing it. But my people, let me tell you real truth. I spend $132 every month on my software. Yes. To get, because Facebook will not take me to YouTube and whatsoever. We spend more money on theaters. We spend more money. I want to say thanks to a lot of people who continue to help Sidiki with finance, and Sidiki will call me and tell me. And I want to say thank you very much. So we want to, Sidiki called me yesterday. We were on the phone for the longest Sidiki and myself ever stay on the phone. For over almost 2 hours, we were on the phone yesterday. I'll be honest with you. And Sidiki suggested, he said, General, we need to have a fundraiser. We cannot depend on the people. We cannot, because everybody is going in for logistic. We cannot compare, because Sidiki said it. You know, when election time is coming in Liberia, that's the time you get a lot of people who disenchanted. because they feel that they're not using them. It's a problem. And once they're not using them, it's a serious, serious problem. Guys, hold on, let me pick up their phone. Mr. Cooper? One of my supporter from Liberia just called. He said he missed the show today. And he said, "Oh, what happened? You're not coming on." But I think I'm the one that made a mistake to forwarding it to him. And okay. I think I'm the one that made a mistake to forwarding it to him. And I think I'm the one that made a mistake to forwarding it to him. Okay, guys, and I told you before that we and Sidiki and myself, we spent almost 2 hours yesterday on the phone. Sidiki and myself, we talk about people going to the head office and everybody looking for t-shirts, everybody looking for this. But I know how the people behave in Liberia. When it comes to campaign time, people think that everybody want to be their own boss. So Sidiki suggested I will have a fundraiser. He said, Gerald, you got to do the fundraiser thing. If we want not to be in problem, not to run behind nobody, we got to do the fundraiser. So I said, okay, Sidiki. I said, but listen, I love it, but sometimes not to do it publicly. But he said, General, we got to do it. Let me tell the real truth. Let me be honest with you. Because I don't see you coming here and think that you're going to just spend your own money and to run campaign like that. Everybody running behind everybody. And some people now asking me questions that people paying him. And he said, I sat with another boy. I told him, I said, you see, for me, I will tell the people here in America, thank you, and the general. At least some people can send me what do I want me? He said some people can send me small thing that hires me moving around. They back here, then I CPP boarding for me or ANC. And, so everybody start talking. Yeah. Thank you, Sis Kanga. Sidiki told me that you sent him somewhere yesterday, and he went there. Okay, now you see, this is now this guy is in Liberia. He's in Liberia. He just posted this. He said, General, myself, I am in Monrovia, but I usually go to Nimba for engagement. But my taxi have problem. So I really want motorbike to help me through. Now, I am just an ordinary person. Somebody who also struggling to take the communist message. And I pray that this guy will get all the help that he needs. I pray that he will get all the help. My brother, Elijah, I I don't want to promise you, and I'm not in the business of promising either, because if I want to do something, I do it. Today, you see the same people that follow us, sometimes they help us. I'm coming home, I'm going to deprive my family just to come to Liberia. Paul is in Liberia, he deprived his family already on that. But this is some of the sacrifice that we got to make. These are some of the sacrifice. It's not an easy thing. So, Siddiqui and I are going to have a fundraiser. We need your support. We need your support. I know somebody going to call me. Some people will call me. Somebody from the ANC, because the other time when I pleaded to Liberian, to my followers, oh Muni, the way you were talking, as if we're not doing nothing, but you never did nothing. You never did nothing. I've been supporting Mr. Cummings since 2016. Mr. Cummings, an individual, if I go to Mr. Cummings right now and explain my problem to him, Mr. Cummings would definitely do it. But it's wrong. It's wrong. I'm not looking for cash. But when I call you and say, this is what we need to carry on this work, that's all. I'm not saying give me $5 and put it in my pocket. I'm not telling you say give me money every month. But if I tell you say I want computer, if I tell you say I need data, is that a problem? I went to CPP, I went to ANC program. I bought a brand new tablet. Somebody hit it. That's why I ended up getting this one to protect it. Somebody hit it, the whole thing splashed on the floor. Nobody paid for it. Nobody bought my camera. But I'm only doing the same sacrifice. I still pay my own money too now. So if I ask for something, is that a crime? Or other people getting it easy? Other people, I'm not here to what other people getting it easy or not. I don't care. But I know some of y'all would not like it. But even if Mr. Cummings listen to the one, he will know exactly what I'm talking about. Mr. Cummings as an individual. If I tell you, say, Mr. Cummings never gave me money, Mr. Cummings never helped me, my man died, he came there, he couldn't be there. But I don't need to tell you how much he gave me. Mr. Cummings as an individual, I never asked him one day, but Mr. Cummings have done. Mr. Cummings contributed to my mom, my mother-in-law, funeral and all. He made a contribution. I never asked him for it. If everybody will go to Mr. Cummings and ask, then what we expecting? If everybody go to Mr. Cummings, Mr. Cummings, Mr. Cummings, Mr. Cummings. Oh, Mr. Cummings, I need data. Oh, Mr. Cummings, I need this. Then what would there for? What would there if you won't get voice? You don't need to meet the person you're voting for. Some people say, oh, the person, we saw the person working with Mr. Cummings, they get a brand new car, the other person get this. Listen, this is not what we got to worry about. Oh, there's nothing, no T-shirt. Don't worry about T-shirt. Why you worry about T-shirt for? And I will tell you, Liberian people, T-shirt are not nothing small thing. It's not nothing to joke with, Liberia. It's not nothing to joke with, Liberia. Some people will look in your face and tell you, say your T-shirt will vote for you. It's not nothing to joke with. They get some children who get all the party T-shirts. You know what I'm saying? All the party T-shirt. Don't waste your time. Listen, it live with me. I will not print no T-shirt. But if you want to print it, fine. Sometimes the T-shirts is just an advertisement. Because if you wear it, some people will see you. If you think you're pretending, you get it on. But do you know the T-shirts? Imagine if you're running a campaign in Liberia for president. You need at least 4 million or 5 million T-shirts. Because if you're going to give everybody, but assuming that because you can't give everybody, because everybody not for you, 2 million T-shirts or 1 million T-shirts is a fair game. 500 T-shirts, 500,000 T-shirts, a fair game. But do you know how much it's going to cost you on T-shirts? Liberian people, will you think I'm talking about that the man who's running, if you listen to me, you're in Liberia, in America, they buy the T-shirts. The people who go and vote can buy the T-shirt. They don't get nobody T-shirt free. If this person take, imagine the cheapest t-shirt, the cheapest t-shirt to print, and the t-shirt itself will cost you nothing less, the cheapest one, $4 or $3. That means you get him from that company abroad now. If they're in Liberia, it will cost you nothing less than $7 for t-shirt in Liberia. Yeah, because that Chinese t-shirt. And you talking about if you running in a district is different, or senator, you running for all the counties, 15 counties. You're talking about 1 million t-shirts, and some people want 2 t-shirts. Some people keeping t-shirt, but nothing can piss me off to officials and all asking for free t-shirt. People running in the district, they pull. I'm telling you, you running for senator, you can't even run your own campaign. You depending on the party. Amen. They're running for representative. What you are thinking on before you go because you want to run for representative? Eh? If you don't have money and you want to run for representative, do the Jehovah's Witness campaign. You see, Victoria going to every district where they will walk, they will do this, they will do that. Use the small one you got. Wednesday, that's my next message on the radio. You running for representative. Stay in your district and do a Jehovah's Witness campaign. You don't get money. Whole day they calling you to beg you for t-shirt. Oh, can you help me with at least 30 t-shirt? Eh? What you are thinking on that you won't run, you won't prepare. You won't get small contacts, eh? You won't get car to ride. Listen, I'm not trying to disrespect people here. That's the same thing we're talking about. I pray to God that they can reduce representative salary to $2,000 a month. $3,000 a month, you buy your own gas for your car. No free gas. I pray to God because when anything happen, you'll not be running. $2,000 a fair price in Liberia to live in Liberia as a representative. $2,000 a month. You think in America the representative making more money than the secretaries, the people that are doing the work? No. The people that are doing the work, they pay them well. My people are telling you, all the representatives, they didn't get fioko. They didn't get car for themselves to drive, to campaign. Whole day, I said, Sidiki myself talking. They go to the party headquarters begging, oh, I need t-shirt for my district. Who must support you now? What you bringing to the table? Eh? One of my picking contesting in Swamaka district. He was supposed to be on a CPP ticket. They deny him, according to him. The ticket, that ticket is not for ANC. It's for Liberty Party. So he gone to another party. But the party he went to support Mr. Cummings. So he said he's going to run that party ticket. He popular in the area. My Liberian people, this is just sad. Every one of them, if I say I want to run as a representative, that means I not do my homework. I start saving money. I start making all the contact. I call certain people. I will not even go to that party headquarters. I will spend all my time in the district promoting myself and promoting my candidate. I will go from door to door. All I need to do, even if I don't have t-shirt, I will concentrate and fix my placard, postcard. I go to every place. I give you the postcard with my picture on it and my stand-up bearer picture on it. I say, this is what I beg you. I come into you to ask you for your support. They're not doing it. They go into HQ. Oh, when a t-shirt coming up, oh, I need t-shirt to take to my district. We must feed you again. Eh? That is why the other parties are not laugh at you. To be frank, although the country poor, we don't want to deprive the poor people from running. But you running for office, you don't get fasting. You don't get place to sleep. You get nothing for yourself. But you running. You on a party ticket. We're not trying to deprive you. But there are so many ways that you can campaign. You can campaign. Whether you get money or not, you can campaign in your district. If you show your people knows you, your people in our district know you. That is why if they don't know you, don't run for the county. If you don't have money and the people don't know you, if you don't have money, don't run for the county. Because you got to go in all the district. Stay in your district where they know you. If the people know you in that district, they need nothing from you. If the people really know you, you need to go to them. And also don't carry yourself slap away. You see in District 16, same tier build a school, but the people in District 16 same tier, that crazy man. He's so smart and educated, but the way he carry himself, the crew people say the man crazy. The man going, he get one bag. He too educated, he put the bag in the hand. He walking. He eating cassava in the street. He eating this. He go where your late Duka flame. Make yourself presentable. Show them what you worth. But you walking, the people say you crazy. But the man get school. He built elementary school and high school. Tight place. They build school in Nukutan there. They even get football fee. We went there, we get one big printer. That printer said that the machine that you print the test with and whatsoever. All of them. Some of them doing it, some of them doing their own campaign, but some of them beyond ability. Oh, ability, I get money this. Now they looking at it. Oh, it's not easy. Y'all got to help us. When the last time you pay your due yourself? When the last time you pay your due? When the last time? District 5, Alexander, when in Alex, in District 5, the boy last himself. He doing his own campaign. Go door to door, walk around, meet the people, talk to the people. At least you're in a district. The people know you in the district and they know you. Okay, guys, so I was expecting Siddiqui, but maybe we'll have a time we got to do the fundraiser. We need your support. Seriously, seriously. We need your support. Siddiqui alone cannot be doing it. We need other people to give us information from Nimba, Baso, Bonkante, even from the southeast. We need people. A lot of people call this Siddiqui. They want to be part of this. A lot of people want to switch over, but we can't do it. We can. I'm not running a network to say I'm benefiting from out of it. And I'm making my money. And I'm making no extra. And I'm making no money from out of it anyway. And this is what I want to do. Maybe when Mr. Cummings, after he wins, maybe we'll open our smaller business and empower other people. But for now, the hand is shut. Yeah. Okay, Alfred Bleedy said, when CPP campaign standing 2 weeks ago. Okay. He's trying to say what happened 2 weeks ago now. And we're in the second week of the campaign. I said this again. You need not to worry about the CPP campaign. Everybody has the strategy in campaigning. Everybody has a strategy. People expect us to be running all over the place with no head on our shoulder. People expect for people to be giving people money to run all over the place. That's not how it works. The race is not to the swift. Let the people run. You know why? They will get tired because they're not fit. They think that they didn't do 3 years ago, they won't do it now. So don't worry about it. I beg you. I know you're supporting Mr. Cummings and you worried what's going on. People calling us. They can't see Mr. Cummings. People calling us. People calling official. Official can't answer us. The other one, they're not doing this. Please. We went in all that area than before. And I promise you, it's not just I'm promising you. Mr. Cummings will go to the same area, every one of them passing. You know, this is a marine town. When you practice, it's easy for you. You know, every time Ethiopia or Kenya runners can always win it. And they will start and they will be in the back first. They will be warming up. This, look, they camping. It's a 2-month campaign. 2 months. Some people start with 4. Whoo! Watch and see. Watch and see. Even President Weah will get tired. They're running all over the place. When we start running, we'll not get tired. So don't let people call my phone as if I'm the one supposed to do this, I'm the one supposed to do that. But please, be patient. Be patient. I'm telling you, be patient. They're not going nowhere. We campaigning. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you very much. Thank you. The campaigning. Mr. Cummings had a engagement yesterday to some what the thing is, graduation. I know some people say, "Oh, money, don't stare them." When you tell them, they know. Listen to me. This is what you need to know. Nobody can take your plan. The way you plan something, I can tell you, say I will start running tomorrow, but you don't know when I will start, what time, and how I'm going to do the running. You don't know. You see, and I will tell you today, I noticed it, and we were victim in 2018 election when my brother was contesting. We went with force, man, doing projects. We created the entire chicken soup factory there, the road. We created that place. We went to places, latrine. We do this one, we did it one. All we think is say now, we're not finished doing everything. The campaign started. When the campaign started now, things start going different way. All Sir Joseph was doing, Sir Joseph just put money in his car and went and start giving people money on the day of the election. The Liberian Marketing Association came. Oh, we need $1 million for transportation. I almost passed or I yelled to do what? I want to tell my brother, I say, hey, you see what I'm telling you? Yeah, I told by the Liberian Marketing Association. You don't deal with them. You deal with the people who can go sell because they're from different areas. The same Zogo that we used to carry food to, they came to us and said they need money to go register, to go vote. Okay, I'm bring transportation. No, I'm getting Fafa that to go for. The same people we gave the money to, my brother gave 100,000 liberty to distribute for loan. Guess what? The woman was voting in Bombing Hills. She voted in Bombing Hills, but she living in District 17. When the children were telling my brother and say, "Oh, that woman, she never voted any place else," nobody listen. I went to pick the woman. She started pushing her. Her whole family voted for Edwin Snow in Bombing Hills. I see she took the loan and gave it to her children and gave it to some people. And now the end of it. One girl came, she cried to my brother. We're telling you, you listen to us. I'm telling you that how corrupt the country is. So when you see the thing happening, don't let it move you. People call me, they yell, oh, the crowd say, okay, don't worry. I know. At election time, they will call you. You're here, they will call you every day and say, oh, we need empowerment. We're going to Bombing Hill. You will be running because they know you supporting Mr. Cummings. They think you'll get plenty of money sitting there. One on one, every day he told me, say he won megaphone. Somebody volunteered to buy the megaphone. I get the number to Siddiqui. We now call that ball, we can't get him, but he will call me. Call Siddiqui, he will call me. He tired calling now because Siddiqui can get him too. Because where you working at? Every day my phone. Oh, big brother, we need empowerment with this place, with that place. That thing can move me. That thing can move me. Let me tell you the truth. It can't move me. Let me tell you the truth. I was there, I saw it. I was there, I saw it. Let me see your work. Some of them just spoil good people too. They spoil good people away. Yeah. Every day empowerment. I can tell. I say, hey, you want empowerment now? You gotta show me what you do for me to empower you. You gotta show me. Let no boy call me. Oh, big brother, you forget about me. And I say, you know how long it took for Siddiqui to get motorbike? You know how long it took me to tell Mr. Cummings hello? For Mr. Cummings to tell me hello? You know how long the whole 2017 campaign? I campaigned for Mr. Cummings as if I was living in a house. But he never knew me. Siddiqui campaigned for Mr. Cummings. He voted for Mr. Cummings 2017. Siddiqui. He never met Mr. Cummings. Today, he reaping what he sowed. Other people had the same opportunity, but they thought they were fooling us. They were pushing us around. Some people call you in less than 3 days. You spend almost $400 on stupid things just to lie to you. Some of them you spend $200 in no time. You don't take your money because you think they're doing something good. They're all professional. They are intellectual thinkers. Let me tell you today, they can't move me. They can't move me. They won't go. They can go. They can't move me. Then I'm running for office. Everybody, they get out on that people. They're looking at you. They're watching you. Don't let them fool you. You want to help them? See their work. See what they're doing if you want to help. Whether they can put a Mr. Cummings t-shirt on their head and cover themselves in long thing. Don't even listen to them. They won't vote them or go. I'm telling you, they're not going nowhere. They will not go. Sedition all can call people to ask for money. You know that? UP boy called me. He's supporting Mr. Bwaka. He get big Bwaka t-shirt. He called me and talk about empowerment. Big Bwaka supporter. He went to the entire rally, entire suffering rally, and he had Bwaka t-shirt. Fine, I was good. So I say small thing. I say, I know you supporting Mr. Bwaka. After Chester here now, he said yes. Because I saw his profile now. He admitted, he said, yeah, I support Mr. Bwaka, but I still let Mr. Cummings. And he went to the entire suffering rally and he made sure he sent that picture here in a UP t-shirt. But this time he can't call me again because you know campaign has started now. Pokarawa thing, I hear myself a friend because he was against Costa. But he know he's supporting CDC. I helped him before he called me one time. He was sick. He had an accident. That's true. He was sick. He foot everything swollen. I know he called plenty of you too. He foot swollen up and what so I helped him. But he supported me so weird. The only thing I never saw him calling Mr. Cummings, I'll be honest with you. And he never insulted me one day. Sonny Ball. When the CPP were on, I still remember the seeing Sonny Ball from Bassa calling, he eat boxing. Oh, we camping for this or that. Now he said this and that. I say $50. But they see Sonny Boy already, he calls everybody, he calls Yasini. He calls Yasini. Who is Yasini? That is simple send you money. That is simple today. They switch over, they go on the side because nobody giving them anything on the side. And so Mr. Cummings now, nobody to them. They call him Mr. Cummings now, they on the other side. Now he tune changing. I will not cause Mr. Cummings. I will share Mr. Cummings' post. I supported Joseph Boaka, but I will share Mr. Cummings' post. Because some of them know where to go. They can't make up their mind. Why should I share Mr. Boaka post? I supported Mr. Cummings in this election. Why I should share Mr. Weir post? I supported Mr. Cummings. That means I supported somebody somewhere. No. As much as I want, if it comes down to UP and CDC, I would rather CDC. But I would not tell you that CDC will do good. I would never tell you that. Even I can go in that place and vote for CDC, but I would never tell you, say, CDC will do better. I would never convince you. I will not tell you. But I will join the people who feel that they will go through 6 years pain, then go through 15 years pain. I can never campaign for CDC. They can bring the $1 million and give it to me. I can never campaign for George Weah and tell you, say, you'll be a good president. You can make President Weah, you give him re-election, you make it worse. You make it worse. And I can't wait, if it ever happens, to see him messing with them again. The same Liberian people, the same one them who he never gave job to, and doing the same thing to them. You qualify, you run the man. 6 years. My friend Samson Blow, he saw President Weah one time. He had CDC meeting to hold Nathaniel Magekan there. They now have all the appointment. Every day he said his name will be coming up. A ladder and I will play. They ain't put a name there, yo. Don't forget. Vote number 4. Number 4. You see this? Number 4. Vote number 4. CPP all the way. So tell me now. What else you want? What else? I listen to Sonny Boy. Costa Henry Costa, that their business. I want you to be Costa, sir. Because they all look for it. They're in the same boat. And I'm sorry for them. Let me tell you the real truth. And I'm sorry for them. Sonny Boy ran away with Cherry Jr. the COVID time to Brasso. We send him money. At that time, I was the CPPO. That Sonny Boy today. I will share Mr. Cummings' post. Mr. Cummings is a good man. Sonny Boy, you put your future in Mr. Boaka. Somebody posted something about Mr. Boaka's son. How they were enjoying, they were doing this and doing that and all kinds of things. And let me tell you again. In a jet to the point, the operation, the surgery for Mr. Boaka was supposed to be paid for by the government of Liberia. He's a former vice president, and that's the entitlement. That is why they said that Henry Costa, because Henry Costa was doing it, Henry Costa were working with the government to kill Mr. Boaka. So if the government pay the money, they will call in the hospital and say, you get rid of the woman. The team president, we are told that I lie, my people. President, we are told the government to pay that money. So all they're doing now, Papi, our chance of winning high. It's easy. We got this thing here. So right after the election, after inauguration, you can go for the surgery. The government will take full responsibility of it. But if you do it now, the Liberian people will notice something. So when I see some of y'all on Facebook, You ain't know a damn thing about Mr. Bwaka. This information can come from the same people in Mr. Bwaka's cycle. Your team will talk because we want lie. Your team will come on Facebook to give information because we feel like giving information. Eh? And when you hear me talking about it, because it's public, but you choose to hide it. You choose to hide it. That other fool, Senator Dillon, who are parading the whole damn country with Robert Salif, and all call Mr. Cummings gay. You see bad luck? You see real bad luck? I can share all my posts to him. You ain't got to share it. I can share it. I can put it in WhatsApp. He was all over the place here. People used to call him gay. Was he gay? They say he was sleeping with Raul Salif. Let him tell us what are the lie. Let the answer come. We want to hear from Darius Dillon. I want to hear from Darius Dillon if he slept with Raul Salif. Let Darius Dillon answer that question. If he ever slept with Raul Salif. Because that was the news going around. Since they know how to act like they correct. Senator Dillon, you ever slept with Raul Salif? That's the question. Answer us. The same rumors were going around. You never answer. But you're lying about innocent men. All the time you spend with Mr. Cummings. Mr. Cummings ever make a move on you? Because you were with Raul Salif. You was with Raul Salif. You spend more time with Raul Salif than anybody else. You spend more time with the Salif family. According to Isaac Jackson, you came to the United Nations or in the same hotel. Raul Salif took you from your room into his room. What you were doing there, playing cards? You were drinking? So you answer the question now. Since you think that Mr. Cummings are gay, you call him Mr. Cummings are gay. So tell us what you and Raul Salif are doing together. Tell us. You can't tell us. You can't answer that question. I'm not saying you gay, but the rumors that went around that you and Raul Salif are loving, can you answer to that? You're loving. You're a boyfriend, girlfriend. Now what they say? It's truth. It's truth. Answer the question. Were you a butt ball to Raul Salif? Let me put it that way. Or Raul Salif was butt ball to you. Your lie about Mr. Cummings. Mr. Cummings now answer. He dance all kind of way. He just got tired where he say, you know what? F all of you. Because when you get nothing to say, that all you're telling people. Dillon and all running around in the community telling people, this guy, he's the worst politician. Dillon going around in the community and telling people that Mr. Cummings are gay. Eh? When he read it, then he go live. And when he finish, he shut it off. Then he go sit down with people and tell them, say, Mr. Cummings, nobody know that man there. You just go around and tell the person, nobody know Mr. Cummings. Eh? Mr. Cummings won't bring all his people from America. Dillon is so wicked. Dillon, you're a wicked politician. Eh? Someone called me and said, my man, but Dillon going around and telling people that Mr. Cummings are gay. Is that the only thing you got, Dillon? Why would you want to lie? And you will deny it. I challenge you, Dillon. I challenge you on that one. In fact, I will bring the person up. The person don't want to say it. The person don't want to say it because the person, you know the person. The person was right there. You just fake. You just make other people, you just damaging good politicians. People who meant well, now nobody going to support them because you lie. You lie about the car. You took the car, who defended you. You could still take that car back and use your 20,000 in that car, but you took it. You lie about the plane ticket that you purchased yourself. And after Rodney Sear came about, you deny it. You made a post, you made a video. Then you were ashamed. Now you say, I shame my man. You took the $30,000. You say you are going to cut your salary. You are supposed to protest and cut your salary and get the money back to the government. If they say they don't want it, give it back to them. Give it to charity, but you are keeping it. What you do with it? You finish swapping it. You say, I will not fence my yard. I've been living in a yard with the people. I would never fence my yard. They ask you that question. What you did today? You now fence your yard. That the one you call read my lips. Lie politician. Darius Dillon, you're a damn liar. You are a liar, Darius Dillon. And a man who can lie can kill. You in a position where you can kill people right now. You can send your people now to kill people. Dillon, you lie too much. You sat down and lie against Mr. Cummings. You challenged Mo Ali in that meeting. At that time, you are not ready to lie yet. You said about Mo Ali, Mr. Cummings said, test the document. Why you doing nothing? By the time they haul you back, you came back with a different story. Dillon, all the things they put up about you are true, my brother. Everything are true. Everything are true. It's just that me, I owe no one apology for supporting you. You know the role of a senator. You know the role. But you are one of the guys who know the role, but you damn corrupt. So anything that pass into law, you're the one who can make illegal things legal. Oh, but the people pass it, so I will eat it. That recall vote, just watch it. There's a guy I know in Liberia. He's a popular guy. Let them not just turn fool. They will give a recall vote for him. Just watch the fun. Let the election be over. The guy didn't get lie too much. This man going around in Monserrato County telling people that Mr. Cummings okay. Then he come and bring a skinny self out there and pretend as if he, oh man, I don't say this, I don't say that. But you were all around the town with Robert Salif. Tell us what you did. Y'all make a post on that. Judge ask the question. And y'all CP people, sometimes when they talk about the gay billions, might not talk about it too. So the people can ask a question. You think I will sit there, these stupid people be lying? You think I will sit here, these stupid people continue to lie, will let them pass? Let Ben and Gay, let Darius Dillon there. How many presidents never accused the president about gay? The Republic of Liberia foreign minister signed on to gay rights. Why you can't talk? Mr. Cummings don't support gay. He will never support gay. Our country will believe in traditional man and a woman. That is what we know. That is what we know. Gay to do what? To do what? To do what? Liberians will just continue to lie on people. When you get nothing to say about them, you start running your damn mouths all over the place about people. because you get shit to say about them. And you all over the place, japping. Oh, the other men are rule. They men are this. Let me tell you something. We call officials corrupt, but your thing when they say corrupt is about money. We call official corrupt because we see what they're doing. In the public court of opinions, they are guilty. It is their responsibility to prove us wrong. Especially if you're public officials. We never say they may get 10 girlfriends. We never say they may get 15 girlfriends and get us outside like a damn business. But when we know, we'll talk about it. Because it's a public officials. There's nothing hidden about you anymore. Or go private. Anyway, guys, so we'll be preparing for our fundraiser. We need your help. We need your help. The general show will be in Liberia. We'll be campaigning very strong and going from place to place. We need assistance. Yeah. We need all the help. What's up, Heron? Long time. And Sidiki gave me information about you and he told me what happened. But another thing again, those of you who supported Mr. Cummings and you live in America, you're going home. You're spending your own money. You are free to eat wherever you want to eat. But remember, whatever you do will have an effect. Especially if you're one of the close person to Mr. Cummings. If I go to Liberia right now and you see me at a Royal Hotel on top of the roof, call for food and put the heavy food and take picture of the food and say, look how I eating. You know what they will say? That Mr. Cummings gave me the money. Do you know what the ordinary voters will say? Look at them. They come here, we're struggling, then they want us to vote. But at the same time, they're closer to Mr. Cummings and they're eating all the good food. What? You can praise a place. I can go. The other day I had a whole thing on D Calabash. You saw the food I ate in D Calabash? No. That's my food. I ate it. I ate cassava leaf. I ate good food there. You saw it? No. But I videotaped the place. I said, this is a good Liberian business. And they can cook well. And say, you saw me eating lobster? No. But I ate lobsters. You saw me eating crab there? No, but I ate crab. I showed to you. That's it. They're not ANC body. They're not CPP body. But if I will go and sit down like Eugene Nangwe and get all the food, what is the difference? I'm talking to Alva Toba. I am talking to you, Alva Toba. You publish it, I won't publish it. That's your own money you use. But it was wrong. Former Chief of Staff to Mr. Cummings. You are in Liberia. Do you know how many person call me and talk about that post? Why? You don't see Mr. Cummings eating and publish his food that he eat? You guys, you're continue to make things hard for this man. That your own money, my brother. You whether you pay your will, whether he pay your will. But the fact of the matter, I know you. You can support yourself. You got money for yourself. You can do whatever you want to do. But remember, you are closer to our standard bearer. You are closer to our standard bearer. This one I can't hold it back. Because you publish, you put it public. You show it there. You say when your wife can or somebody can, they will eat there. It's not. There's nothing wrong with you doing it. There's nothing. There's nothing wrong with you talking about the place. But you posted a food. Now the people comparing you and Eugene Nangwe food now. Then what we say now? Eugene Nangwe took his own money and bought his food. We were all over the place to show the kind of food Eugene Nangwe eating because of government official. And now Avatoba gone to Liberia now, showing us the kind of nice food he eating. Wow, what children are eating cocodoro. If you go and campaign now, do you know what they'll tell you? Let your food vote for you. Sometimes you're not, look, I mean, sometimes you guys that closer to Mr. Cummings, look, we got to start telling you some things publicly. This is not fair. If I come on right now and start just doing things away, the first thing will say that Mr. Cummings. The first thing will say that Mr. Cummings. Some of the children already complaining that, oh God help me, swear to God. This is just a common sense thing. This is nothing. The children in Liberia, I never saw that post until somebody sent it to me. However they enjoy. This person, they won the party, they get a house to sleep, they doing this one, they got everything. While some of us here, we ain't get it to campaign and this and that. That the children in Liberia. What will set him, my people? My people, you ever saw Mr. Cummings publishing a dinner? Mr. We are not doing it before. You not see Mr. Cummings publishing a party he having or whatsoever to show up the kind of food he eats? You'll never see. You will see Mr. Cummings eating all kind of food. Why you can't be smart and look at your candidate, man? All this is not fair. If they're just an ordinary person and nobody supporting Mr. Cummings, they're going to vote in Liberia. You know who they're voting for. Their face not there. They're not near Mr. Cummings. I would rather who are far from Mr. Cummings. I go to Liberia right now and go sit down in Royal Hotel upstairs, and they bring me all the lobsters. The next day will say, Mr. Cummings taking care of the mail. Even that my money, that your business, in your own money, but make sure because your face. Damn, man, these guys, I swear to God. This is not fair. This, I don't know what you want us to do. What you want us to do? And you know, Ava speaks just like Eugene Nangwe. He speaks just like Eugene Nangwe. But one thing I would say to people, please, do not allow our attitudes to run you from Mr. Cummings. You believe in Mr. Cummings. Even if I disrespect you, I don't think because of that you should leave Mr. Cummings. That means you yourself are coward. Not because this man published his food. That means Mr. Cummings giving him the money. That's his own money. If you want to buy his own food, no problem. But I am telling him that it was wrong to post the food and you are closer to this man. Imagine Moriah had an engagement. The people put Mr. Cummings' name on it. Oh, now Mr. Cummings' money. Mr. Cummings in court. After them made sure the book came outside. People demonstrating. Oh, now Mr. Cummings. When you guys will understand when you near a VIP, you must be very, very careful. You need no school for degree to tell you that one day. Whatever you do in the street, it goes right on your candidate. You go in the street, butt naked, that your candidate. You go in a public place, you getting drunk, and you fall, that your candidate. It's going on. Your VIP. What do you want us to do now? What you want us to do? You're near Mr. Cummings. You're eating in the best restaurant ever. And the people watching you through the window. But yet, you want a vote. My people, I beg you, yeah. When y'all see these things, that I'm Mr. Cummings getting the money. Then I Mr. Cummings get in the money. Some of them put 5, 6, 7,000 in the park in the controller bureau. Mr. Cummings send them in the best restaurant to eat. I beg you, I hold your food. When you see these things, don't get vexed with Mr. Cummings. I beg you. Just know them tomorrow, so you can remind them the day they won't run for office. Let's see the kid there. Your call Sidiki ask you where I ate. Where I ate at. I ate to some places that you would never ever thought that people would eat there. I tried Sidiki one time. I said, Sidiki, where's the best restaurant at? He said, do I have to go eat? So he was showing me somewhere. We go in the car. Why do he say, General? I said, yeah. He said, I just want to tell you something. I said, what you want to tell me? He said, you sure you really want us to go there? I said, why? He said, they get a lot of people in there. A nice place. The place is good. But you sure you really want to go there? He said, Chief, the price for that food, I can eat a better food in my area. So if we go in there, I know you're going to buy food for me. I will advise you that you give me that money. Then when we finish eating, then we'll go to my own place where I'm going to eat air. And then we'll see the difference. I start laughing. I said, Sidiki, since we've been together, what we ate? He said, we ate different people. We went right near Mr. Cummings' office there. The rest was 350 Liberty. I started joking about, I said, this restaurant, if you take the rest from here and carry it in a restaurant where get the air condition, it will be 1,000 Liberty for it. I said, Sidiki, I was just trying you. And I go in there, people now invite me up. Our Eli brother invited me to my friend invited me to Royal Hotel on top of the roof. Oh, my man, come and let's chill. I said, my man, I'm busy right now. I said, I'm busy right now. I can't chill. Because every little thing that we do is stick on our head. Imagine people can be making comment and say, I will now vote for Mr. Cummings the way you can act, this and that. But what the guys do, then what you say about Eugene now with that? They both take their personal money and bought their food. So, my people, I'm telling you, which is the fact. The thing is that it's still not going to change nothing. But we just want for people. You see, that is the beauty of the opposition. I don't let us say opposition, CPP. So when I say opposition, I'm talking about people. The CPP, I'm talking about the beauty of CPP that everyone can express himself. You can express yourself. For me, I can express myself, but still the CPP together. The CPP is stronger than ever, whether the other two or whatsoever. So if you want to talk, call party or whatsoever, but the CPP is the alternative. The CPP can defeat President We Are any day, one-on-one. The CPP can defeat UP any day, one-on-one. One-on-one. So it still matters, but it will not change nothing. George Weah government is terrible and bad. George Weah government upgraded corruption because UP used to steal $5. We are then stealing $15. So Madam Dorothy, the owner comment here, it just, they say the guy who sold the seed, who was sowing seed, the farmer now, who were planting. Some of the seed fell in tongues, some fell on the wayside, some fell on a good soil. The one that fell on good soil grew up good. The one that fell on tongues, it ain't survived. The one that fell in the path road is present. So your own, it fall in the tongue, so it fighting. So you can't tell me about that's why the people will not vote. Because if that is the case, that the people will not vote, I mean, they will not vote CDC. Because the only people that we can see enjoying and putting it on Facebook are so sedition. So you see how you just create a topic and make it easy for me. If you say that the people will not vote for this, talk about Dillon and the UP. Don't talk about CPP. Don't talk about CPP. And first thing you say is Ken. That ANC you won't put there, you say CAN. Eh? You see, when you know what you want to say and you start saying it, you make too much mistake. So put your post better up. But let me tell you something. They're fighting between two of you. Two of you are criminals. The two party. They've been around for 15, 17 years now. They are rogues. Rogues. You living in America, in a beautiful country where nobody got to hold you. You can get free education from primary, from kindergarten to 12th grade. You can get student loan. You can get unemployment. You can get welfare and all. You in America and you supporting CDC in Liberia and say they're good for Liberia. I finish with you. I done with you for true. Yep, true come. Okay, guys. Yeah, even if you're rich and you know you're closer to your VIP, just be careful. Be very careful. If I come on Facebook right now and start talking and start doing things or go to party and doing things out of the way, creating problem, it's wrong for us. It's wrong. Yeah. But we're saying that shouldn't discourage you. You know, it should not discourage you to vote against. But we know you're not going to discourage you because you're not voting for Ava, you're not voting for me, you're not voting for Murai, you're not voting for nobody, you're voting for Alice Cummings and Charlene. So we know that one for sure. So none of us name is on the ballot. But I know just for us to take precaution, that's why we say these things. So we will call you guys when we're ready for the fundraiser and we'll need your support. $5, $10, whatsoever. My trip is already set. And once they come closer, I will let you know when. But for security reasons, I don't want to give the exact time and when I will arrive in Liberia. But I will be in Liberia in September. And it might be the middle of September or the first week or third week of September. So just for security reason, I will not tell you the exact date, but it's already set for September, and which I will have an ample time. The last days of the election will be a robust. It will be very, very tough. So be careful, guys. Call your people and tell them to be careful in Liberia, how they're campaigning and how they're moving around. Just talk to your people, I beg you. Talk to them. We're not asking them to be hero. Yeah. Talk to them, please.